So there's a big thunderstorm going on the west coast here of this land. And it's strange here because these people are not used to thunderstorms in their region. You know, they're further south from the desert areas and the drier areas, so it's really uncommon for them to be experiencing these kinds of thunderstorms. And it's also strange because it's the first time two of their scouts have followed the ram out into the mountains towards the plateau, away further inland from the coast, far enough that they didn't return. They didn't return 2 nights in a row. So they've had scouts get lost out there before, and so the people, the villagers here on the west coast of this land, where they're used to seeing a ram come out of the sea or land on the shore of the sea somehow, and they're wondering about what's going on with this, and so every other day they see a ram. And so this is going to be one of the mornings where they're expecting to see a ram. And that night there's a thunderstorm. There's a big thunderstorm, and it lasts all night long. And during the thunderstorm, they all gather up in their tent structures that they have there on the beach, and they have a big ritual there for their deities, which are with the earth and the sky and the directions, the elements, the animals, and whatnot, and their powerful medicines that they have. And so they have all these cannabis buds that they throw into the fire, and then they have their ritual there with their fire in their tent with their cannabis buds, and to appease the gods so that the storm will pass, and whatever comes of that storm, whatever new blessings they receive in that storm, they're able to perceive and honor those blessings. And so the storm's going all night long, and they're giving prayers for the safe return of their people, who again had 4 scouts that they had sent out chasing the ram 2 days ago, chasing after the ram. And you can hear about what happens in the earlier chapters by checking out the other videos. In this one, we've got these people here on the beach, and the morning comes, and the storm hasn't let up yet, and so there's still this rain's coming down on their beach and thunderstorms. And this time, though, there's 3 rams. 3 rams actually appear on the shore. And this is something totally new. It's always been just these, there's one baby ram, and it's a little baby male ram that they find. And this time there's 2 female baby rams and 1 male baby ram. And these 3 baby rams all wake up on the beach. And the people are watching them, and there's still this thunderstorm going on. And the rams sort of get up, and they're confused looking. They wander around, and then they wander into the woods. The 3 rams get into the woods, and you can hear there's some snarls coming from the woods, and then the people are like, oh, they're getting, the rams seem to be, maybe they've gotten into the buffalo, or into the they've actually got both wild buffalo, and they've got herds of sort of semi-domesticated cows and bulls that they have there. And so the people hear that there's this fight, going on with these. The rams are seem to have riled up a bull, and so the people are like, well, the bull can take care of himself, but these baby rams are going to get hurt. We got to do something to break this up. So they start throwing some rocks, to draw the attention of the rams away from the bulls, so that the bulls don't get ornery and hurt these baby rams. And then so the 3 rams sort of disperse off of the bulls, and when they get down to the beach, back to the beach again, and the three rams are sort of going along the beach, and they come up to this little hole where these little baby crabs are coming out of this hole on the beach, and they sort of the crabs are kind of crawling all over them, and they're like squirming around, and they don't like it, they don't like these crabs crawling on them and this kind of thing, and they're like, what are we doing here? Why are we up here, with these strange crabs? Where's our family? Is what these 3 rams are asking them, because these 3 rams, they all have a sense of who they are, but they don't know where their families are. They're like, hey, why are we here on this beach when we're used to, being, just having TV to watch and school to go to and stuff. But like, this is not our usual area that we're used to waking up in here. Why do we wake up on the side of this beach? This is very strange. So they've got these crabs crawling on them, and they're wondering what the heck's going on. Where's their family? And then there's coming out of the woods, there is this very, very large smiling creature, and her name is Unisaurai. And Unisaurai is coming along with the 3 villagers from that had left the days before. And now the 3 villagers have a story to tell. And the rams are curious about this creature and these 3 villagers coming in, and so they kind of, there's still little baby crabs crawling all over them, but they follow over to listen to these humans to talk about what's going on with these this creature that they came in that they've never seen, and the people are all, wow, this is a legendary day here. Our people have returned from the woods, and so they sit down and they listen to that story.